car, please. Your dusty mood don't vibe with me. You are old and so therefore I must say 10 for dinosaur. Hey, okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Okie dokie, boomer.
Okie dokie, Boomette.
Okie dokie, Boomette.
What's going on?
I'm going to sing that to you one of these days.
Oh, that's you mean the song our love child sings there?
Yeah. She could have kitty ears on.
Yeah, she should have. Yeah, kitty ears. I like that. You know, it's got the
it's Saturday night. That means it's Beauty and the Boomer time.
Yeah, who the hell is that behind us?
That's my king Leonidas.
Oh, that's Leonidas. I thought it was like Gluteus Maximus or something.
Well, it's Leonidas, right?
Leonidas. Yeah. Hey, what's going on? Hi, everybody. What's
Welcome.
Going on? Yeah, we got Anna Maris over on the Rockfin. Dingo's over on the Rockfin. We got
Dingo.
Yeah, we got.
Hey, Raza.
Yeah, shit. We got. We got Tin watching
Steve,
over
Josh,
on the Rockfin.
Lunduk Dong.
Yeah.
Brett McKinney.
Lung Duck Dong.
I love that. That's a good name.
Yeah,
hey, Josh Davis.
What the hell is that? Is that an eggplant? Lung Duck Dong? Oh, yeah. Rest in peace, Breonna Taylor. I don't think she's going to be resting in peace until those criminal murderers are taken to justice. What do you think?
Through that.
Yeah. I just, Samurai Oz. Yeah. Samurai Oz. Cheeseburger. Does anybody know that one? Pop reference. Anthony's over there, too. Hey, Anthony. Josh Davis.
Don't look for the theme or the reason, because there is none.
No, we're a casual Saturday here. Chanda's been running 1,000 miles an hour getting ready to go to DC and fuck censorship. So.
Oh yeah, if we're gonna fuck censorship, hell yeah, running my butt off, trying to get things packed, things done, things organized, rallies there. Now I gotta write, I kind of gotta write some things to say, right?
Yeah, you do. Actually, you gotta.
I gotta work.
Yeah, remember, don't call me to bail you and Amber out. There's no way.
No, we'll be calling the Lawyers Guild. Thank you very much. Yes, we're seasoned pros and vets at this. So.
Okay, just want to be clear on that because I'd love to do it, but I just can't do it.
Not my first time would be in handcuffs.
Yeah, well, never mind.
And that's why I'll never be a politician. I'm too bad, girl.
So what are we going to do tonight? We're going to sit here and just hang out, right? Peace.
I have got a hell of a deck build. On top of trying to get everything ready to go, I built us a really good deck for tonight, I think.
Of course you did. Hey, Chris Foster over on the Rockfin. What's going on?
Hey, Chris. Yeah. Hey, rockers. I love our rockers.
Rockers and Rockfin. Yeah. If you haven't found a way to get over there, please do, because one of these days we're going to get punked for good. On the tubes.
That's okay. So I've been down in the Epstein rabbit hole with Isaac Cappy, and I've come across some really good content and things that people didn't know, people that were with him in his last days, and but if I bring it here, I'm afraid we'll get spanked for it. So I'm thinking about doing like an exclusive Rockfin like tinfoil hat thing.
I think you should.
Okay.
Yeah,
when I get back, I'm going to focus on it. Plus, I'm working on a That's 70s and a That's 80s version of Beauty and the Boomers. So look for those in the future.
Yeah, is that like WandaVision gone crazy with Beauty and the Boomers?
Oh, we will do. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
We should do a 50s one too.
Yeah, we should do a 50s. That's exactly what we should do. I see you've been playing with Reface a little bit here.
I love this one.
Okay, now what is this? How did we describe this? Who wears it better?
Who wears it better?
Who wears it better, everybody? Okay, we got Chanda on the left there and Oz on the right. Who wears it better?
It kind of reminds me of SNL. You know how they always do the
coming in the intros, with the stain stuff, yeah.
That one you look like. That one. Who do you look like? You look like
Frankenfurter.
No. That one there.
That one, yeah. Isn't that Frankenfurter? No.
I look like Tim Curry in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, you really do.
I totally do.
Yeah, you really do. And you make a good Elvira, but I think I make a great Marilyn Munster, I think.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, so that's, Yeah, no,
Totally.
I really like those. Yeah, you do make a great Tim Curry. We should do
Thanks.
we need to do a Rocky Horror Picture Show Saturday night, Beauty and the Boomer. That'd be fun.
Yeah, it would be fun. Maybe as we get towards Halloween or
Yeah, that'd be fun. We can rip off all their stuff, right?
trying to get logged in.
Yeah, Steve's laughing. Yeah, we try. We really do try. Oh, Mrs. Carter. Hey, Shelley. Hey, Shelley Carter. How are you? She's over on the Rockfin. What's going on? Brent McKinney's over on the Rockfin. God, Rockfin's filling up. Thank you, guys.
Nice. Thank you, guys.
So if you haven't sub through us or one of our sisters or brothers, and follow all of us, though. That's the thing. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
get those numbers up. Agreed. Elvira, too. Yeah, Anna Maris is agreed. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Chanda as Elvira. Yep. Yeah, you make a good Elvira there. I'll take the Marilyn Munster if you guys don't mind.
Maybe I'll change it up next Halloween and go with some kind of dark-haired wig. Because normally with my blonde hair, I can pull off a bunch of different characters.
Yeah, I don't know. You make a pretty damn good Yvonne DiCarlo Marilyn Munster too, Chanda. So,
Okay, well,
but neither one of us can beat what's her name, Neera Tanden for the Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh God, no, she's got that one nailed down over on the dive deck.
Yeah, she's definitely got that. So. Where are we going? We going to the next one?
Yeah, we'll talk about some real stuff, but we got lots of funny stuff in it amongst the real stuff.
Oh yeah, I brought this one. Compliments on the Joe Dirt there, by the way, Shannon.
Yeah, you got to keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on, and that's obviously what AOC is doing here.
That's right.
Did you read this earlier?
I couldn't. It's too small, so I was waiting for you to read it to me.
I'll read it to you. People for Bernie says. No one likes Cobra. We should not defend it. I don't think the Democrats should make their brand and say, hey, that's what's great. Cobra, no, it's not. No, it's not great at AOC. And Comrade Misty says, woo, child. It only took 8 months for her to completely contradict herself. If the blatant opportunism isn't clear by now, I don't know how to help you. Yeah. So AOC's, do we even hear the words Medicare for all leaving her lips?
December 17th was the last time she tweeted about it. So we're 3 months in, almost 4. And I love Comrade Misty. She freaking kills it. I love just reading her comments to these, politicians' stupid platitudes that they love to throw out there. She does a great job.
Yeah, and look at AOC's face there. Come on, you believe me, don't you? Don't you? I'm just
designer top.
Okay, yeah. Well, okay, fine.
Can I tell you, I'm getting a lot of positive feedback for my AOC/Kim Kardashian campaign for 2024.
Good for you. That's fantastic.
People seem to love it.
Yeah. Well, shoot. I'm getting mixed reviews because I'm, holding AOC's feet to the fire. Oh, am I not supposed to do that?
Don't be violent to the squad.
Oh, my God. So we're moving right along here. Fiorella, out of the gate, you brought a Fiorella.
Yep, out of the gate I had to. Let's see if I can see it to read it. Okay, so Morning Joe tweets out, with a relief plan, Biden takes on a new role, crusader for the poor. Fee says, only in MSM is the guy who gave you less money than Trump, denied you a 10-year-old ask for $15 minimum wage, denied student debt forgiveness, health care, and lied about $2,000 checks, is now the crusader for the poor. If by now you don't realize we need a true revolution, you will soon.
Well,
I agree.
Yeah, don't have any anticipation on that because it's not going to happen.
It's never going to happen.
Yeah,
my God, the crusader of this poor, and we're going to be wading deep in this fucking bullshit all week because they're hitting the ground for a 7-state tour, Chucky and the whole crew, to sell their stimulus package and what's in it and how it's actually going to help the poor. And I just have one question. If Biden hasn't done a press conference in 57 days or something, there's people counting that shit down. How the hell is he going to manage a tour out on the road?
They're going to have his body double do it.
Okay, so I'm just hear me out. Maybe I need to grab my tinfoil hat. And I've brought reports. Remember the report I brought 6 months ago about the CIA, retired CIA leader who wore the disguise into the White House, into George Bush's office when he was president, to show them how they can transform anybody's face with these Lycra freaking filler mask things that they do.
Yeah.
Do you
Reface.
remember I brought that?
Yeah.
It's reface in real life, and they can freaking do it. They can, I mean, it was a Mission Impossible 20 years ago, but it's gotten much better. You know, they've gotten much better at it. Oh, hell yeah. I could actually get a suit that looks like you. I totally could look like you.
Well, didn't they do that in that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? What was that? Mars movie, whatever. They changed it. They can do that, put a suit on them and change their skin and everything.
Well, no, I mean, they come down to your chest.
Uh-huh.
So they just build your body up and your clothes to look like who you are, meaning prosthetics or just, you know, like whatever. And then the mask changes your face.
Oh, okay. Well, I believe it. It's amazing what they do with
I'm
these.
gonna bring you guys stuff tomorrow. Next week.
That simulated flesh that they developed through the porno dolls that you can buy for $10,000 a piece. They look so pretty real like. So.
Well, that would explain a lot of stuff in the past. You know, there was that time like when HRC collapsed at the 9/11, and then 3 hours later she's out front, but it doesn't look like her. There's all these different nuances and weird shit. Like she seems taller, she seems thinner. She, you know, her eyebrows were different. Like.
Yeah, when they stood her up in front of that, what was it, a Humvee or an SUV or something?
Yeah,
that
dude,
would have broke her
was
neck, man. That was,
she lost her shoe. Yeah, that was messed up.
That was crazy. Peace, Dove, says Oz MCSC, Mikasa Sukasa, says AOC will run for New York gubernatorial election. Really?
Well,
She
I
will.
could see it.
She will go from where she's at to governor of New York?
I went from a bartender to governor of New York in just 6 years, and you can do it too.
Yeah, wow. That's whatever.
Why not? Obama jumped to the presidency in what, 4?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, 6.
Came out and gave good speeches and impressed.
You got to climb the ladder, man. You got to put in the time. They don't just let you into these races.
Yeah, well, he impressed some folks. So
I
got it done good.
Drinking that water.
What are you bringing? You're bringing my evil twin here, huh?
Yeah. Oh God. So this is Tucker last night, but this is just him pointing out some hypocrisies that I kind of agree with.
I think we're both vomiting up a little bit.
Well, we vomit because of both the Tucker and the Debs.
Yeah, it's a double ciclet vomit. Yeah.
Teleprompter works. He harumphs a bit and looks vacant. He doesn't quite get it. Brezhnev didn't actually lead Russia by this point, and you can see why. He remained the country's figurehead, but it was the ideologues behind the scenes who ran the show. Brezhnev had his own Susan Rice and Barack Obama to make the real decisions. The similarities, as we said, are pretty amazing. Over at CNN, however, they didn't see it, or maybe they did see it and they didn't care. CNN always did love Brezhnev. In any case, the usual chorus of toadies strained for a high note last night. Watch them tell you how wonderful the speech was, as if you didn't have a TV and didn't see it for yourself.
How refreshing, how human, how compassionate, how American.
Biden tried to lift our spirits with a medicinal message about recovering our sense of collective cause. Certainly it was healing.
He didn't say, you need me. He said, I need you. I need you. I mean, my God, isn't that it?
People always talk about the feeling of the relief they have hearing Biden, but what he's doing now soars above that.
What the president is saying is help is on the way. We're all in this together. I need your help. We're all Americans. Woo! Hallelujah.
Hallelujah, says Don Lamont. Can I get an amen? Clear the aisles. It's time for an altar call.
Wasn't that just disgusting? CNN and freaking.
Yeah, I think Don Lemon messed himself doing that shit.
Van Jones. Come on.
What is going on? I know.
Are you serious?
Speaking of have the mighty have fallen. Poor Van Jones.
Yeah, you're telling me. I saw his book at the dollar store.
Man, oh man, man, oh man, oh man.
Yeah.
So we're not talking about the 7-day tour yet, right?
No, I don't think I brought anything for that. Maybe you did.
I don't think I did yet either. What is this? Stimulus check starter pack?
Yeah, it's your starter pack. You can either splurge on a little bit of treatment, which is an inhaler or a medication, or you can buy some more time, which is make a payment on your credit card, and you'll still be in debt, but hey, at least you'll have your credit card. Fix your death trap card. Now that's what I'm choosing. Ding, 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 my winner. And then being a college student and not qualifying. You don't even get one, apparently, if you're a college kid.
I'm going to go with yours than fixing your death trap car.
Me too. That's where mine's going.
That's the thing. So $1,400 and two middle fingers up from Chanda and Oz, and actually Oz gets to throw another one up there.
Can you feel it? It's showering on you.
Yeah, it's just bleeding money all over us. We're just
They're solving poverty. They're going to cut child poverty in half.
Tell me how that works.
$1,400. Now that you have $1,400, child poverty is a thing of the past for 50% of the children in this country that are hungry.
Tell me something. How does that work exactly? It's a $3,000 tax credit for a child. Is that right?
Yeah.
So you have to make money in order to take a tax credit for $3,000.
Right. Unless they've increased food stamp benefits in some way that they're not talking about. And who knows, these bills are so huge. Maybe there is a system that's going to go to SNAP or EBT, which would be awesome because it's been cut so many times under not just Trump, but frickin' Obama. Obama gutted it in 2016 on his way out of office. So I hope that they stuck some money in there, but come on. We know they're full of shit. They're not solving half of child poverty.
Yeah, no, they're not. I want to give Brent McKinney shout out. Got a hell of a Super Ray over there, Brett. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it. Very generous Super Ray. Thank you, Brent. And Brent, add some.
Anna Maris hit us with a big one too.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Keep scrolling.
I'm looking. It's not refreshing.
Let me see if I can get to it.
Oh, there it is.
You got it.
Oh my God! I saw. I had it. Let me get it back. She wrote something on there.
Yeah, they move on you on Rockfin. Once you find them and then somebody types one in, it jumps on you.
Yeah.
I subbed to Rockfin through Convo Couch because election integrity holds my rage, but you have my heart too. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, election integrity is one of my number one rages too. Doing this and working as hard as I have for so many years and to be screwed over every fucking time because we have no integrity. And nobody will even admit we don't have any integrity.
Yeah, Maris, we're in line with. I don't think there's been one time that I've disagreed with what Fiorella Commo Couch has said. I mean, we're in line with that. They're our sister group over there, sister and brothers. So
yeah. And guys, I haven't seen Jilly today, or
where's Jilly?
All day. She was here last night though, so I don't know. We'll send out the troops after the show. Make sure she's check in. We worry about you guys when we don't see you. You're the fam-a-lamb.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. And thanks for hitting the likes over there on both Rockfin and the tubes. We appreciate that. It helps the algorithm. But Rockfin's where it's at. That's where we're going to end up. So we do surely appreciate you guys so much. So what do we got here? Are you moving?
Okay, so I follow all the small town news stations all over the country. Like I follow Little Rock, Arkansas, Channel 9. I follow Sacramento, Channel 7. Because you get a lot more news from following the smaller versus the larger. And I came across this one last night, and this is, I want to say, Sacramento. California, definitely. Landlords and what they are going through at this time, and they've been given no relief. And they still have tenants that they're stuck dealing with that are literally tens of thousands of dollars.
So this is up the stream. Okay, so you get your $1,400, and who do you pay? Your landlord, or do you buy food, or do you pay?
Right, but when you owe your landlord $17,000, how does $1,400 help?
It doesn't.
Exactly.
It doesn't. Okay.
But they're rage too. So capitalism.
Tonight, some small landlords are running out of time, cash, and options.
Under an eviction moratorium, renters affected by COVID-19 have not had to pay rent for 11 months now. They are protected for at least another 5 months under new legislation. CBS 47 investigative reporter Kara Rucker shows us that help offered to renters is hindering landlords. Kara?
Yeah, that's right, Catherine. We first introduced you to Robert Givens last month, a landlord in Merced. He is owed $17,000 in unpaid rent. He was finally forced to sell the house he was renting, and since you can't evict, he had to sell with tenants living inside, significantly dropping the value of his home.
Nobody else, butchers, bakers, candy makers, they're not required to give their services for free, but we were the landlord, so I'm going to be out of the landlord business.
This month, Robert Givens sold the home he rented out, the house he bought and lived in for 30 years, before finally renting out the home and buying a new one.
Well, it just feels terrible. You know, it was now we just have to go on, you know, just forget about it.
Givens made the decision to sell after going 11 months without being able to collect rent.
67 years old, senior citizen, disabled, and I depend on this property for income.
That was Givens 2 months ago. Since then, he has gone to Sacramento to make his case, seeking help for landlords.
We're not thinking about landlords, small or big.
Senate Bill 91 passed California legislature in late January. It extends the eviction moratorium to at least July 1st. Givens says he couldn't keep waiting.
Since I made that decision to sell this property, I've had such a relief lifted off my shoulders.
Since he couldn't evict his tenants, Givens took a significant loss on the sale, $70,000 below market value.
Which they're going to inherit the tenant that they can't even get out.
Senate Bill 91 does offer this option. Landlords could be paid 80% of back rent if they forgive the other 20% of what's owed. Givens says he doesn't plan to let his former tenants skip out on paying him back.
I will be going to court to get 100% of the money that this tenant owes me.
Under Senate Bill 91, any action to recover unpaid rent in small claims court has to wait until August 1st. Givens says he's well aware it will be a long time before he sees the $17,000 that he...
So okay, a couple different things on this one.
Yeah, this is a contentious one.
Yeah, and that's why I brought it. So the courts are going to be so fucking backlogged come August, whenever these moratoriums start lifting around the country, because there's guys just like him who have been sitting and waiting for a year now for money. And right, the government didn't bail them out. But why didn't the government bail them out? Because that's the target. That's the target of this smash and grab, right? Is that middle class people who have extra money to own houses. They're drawing income off of it. Yeah, you know, it's their retirement. That's who the elite want. That's what the money that they're after. There's only so much money in the economy that the elites can go after, you know.
And they want it all.
They want it all. And they saw this as an opportunity, I think.
I think that's part of it. And being that I was a landlord at one time, I had a house that I sold for extra income because I was trying to get a little bit better living thing.
Lots of people do that. It's smart to buy real estate.
And you know what? I was fortunate to be in that position at the time. And what I this morning, as a matter of fact, I saw a lot of people saying kill landlords and all this other crap. That's such a unfair thing because I ate shit on my house. I had
always do.
I had renters that tore everything to shreds, that beat the shit
unless
out.
You're a slumlord like these guys are.
Yeah, I mean, I had to go in and basically gut the house after they left because you know, whatever. But you know what? They paid the rent on time. You know, so I didn't, you know, whatever. And it wasn't unreasonable, and I wasn't a dick about stuff. But, you know, after that experience of having to go through and really, you know, like burn the inside of the house out and do it over again and sell it, I wasn't going to do it anymore. But the guys like this, you know, but Chanda, at the end of that, did you hear what he said? He was going to go after 100% of the back rent
greedy
instead of going just for the 80 and say, cool, you know, we're all in pain on this thing. So yeah, let's just get the 80% back or whatever.
Candy makers and bread makers don't sell 80% of bread.
Yeah, well, candy makers and bread makers have lost how much? How much business have they lost? And they've lost their businesses. So I think everybody needs to frickin' do a check for a second and really think through before you start dissing folks. But you're right. I believe that this is a smash and grab for or at least a big part of it for the banks and for, the wealthy. So, they stand to make a lot of money in the future.
I mean, what's left? Retirements.
Yeah, retirements.
And this is
pensions.
He just said, I'm retired. This is what's paying my way, you know? And exactly. So we've been calling it. Amber and I have been saying it since, you know, last year. They're after retirement.
Yeah, and this guy, he might be 100% legit, or he might be a bullshit artist, a crybaby, slumlord. I don't know. But the scenario that he's projecting to me, I would think about it before I chop his head off. So again, it's, and people are going to say, well, look at that truck in the driveway. Is that the house he owns? And they can afford that. He's got that truck, but everybody's getting screwed.
You can speculate on all of
it's
that.
like if you have an iPhone, oh my God, you're not, whatever. Jesus Christ, it was given to me, right? So, we can't assume. It's like people assume with people who are disabled that can't work anymore. You don't know what's wrong with them.
Exactly.
So anyway, but that was a good thing, and it is kind of contentious. So what do we got? We got now. We got Don. What the hell is that? What did you do up there in the corner? Gee, many Christmas. I think I am gonna be sick. So where's the nipple rings?
Where's the nipple? Oh, I should have put them on there.
Yeah, you should have. Should have put nipple rings.
Can't think of everything.
Yeah, whatever. What do we? Is he? What's going on here?
Pretty sure this is him doubling down. There's so many that are calling for his resignation now, and he's just like, nope, I'm not going. I didn't do anything wrong.
So are we still at 6, or have more women come out?
No, there's mass more that came out today.
So they're all just getting together and say, well, if she's going to tell, I'm going to tell, right? Because they all have cover now, right?
Yeah, the bigwigs are done. They're throwing him under the bus. I mean, when you've got Schumer saying you should resign, and AOC and most of New York's representatives band together and are calling for his demise.
Yep. I agree, Steve. If it comes to food, you choose food. But again, it's a lot of that stuff
Yeah, exactly.
We agree with you guys, and we disagree with some others, but bottom line is it's survival these days. So let's hear Don Cuomo gripe or whatever this thing is.
Cuomo is once again denying all allegations lodged against him.
I have not had a sexual relationship that was inappropriate.
Bullshit.
Period. I'm not going to resign.
In recent weeks, 7 women have accused the governor of sexual misconduct or harassment. The 6th accusation came from the Albany Times-Union, which reported that a female aide to Cuomo alleges the governor aggressively groped her late last year while she was alone with him in his private residence.
I never harassed anyone. I never assaulted anyone. I never abused anyone.
The pushback comes as the majority of House Democrats from New York are calling for Cuomo's resignation, including Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Chairman of the House Committee on the Judiciary, Jerry Nadler, released a statement saying the repeated accusations against the governor and the manner in which he has responded to them have made it impossible for him to continue to govern at this point.
We have to move forward in New York State. And we must move forward with a leader in whom we can be confident.
And New York Magazine says it interviewed more than 30 women who have either worked with or interacted with Cuomo and found that bullying was a defining element. Last week, in an exclusive interview, Nora O'Donnell spoke to former Cuomo aide Charlotte Bennett, who also described the workplace.
What was the culture like in the Cuomo administration?
It's generally toxic. It's generally pretty scary. It's the most stressful place I've ever been.
For CBS This Morning Saturday.
This story is so big, but can I just point out the hypocrisy of the fact that the Democrats are calling for Cuomo to step down because he has accusations? What about Tara Reade? What about Biden? He was just allowed to continue his career, not even acknowledge it, and continue to move on. And so what makes you think that it's going to be any different for Cuomo?
Oh, yeah. Well, the women that Biden has abused and assaulted, they're really afraid because the guy's president now, and they're afraid of getting disappeared. Tara Reade, I'm standing with her 100%. But, is what was rich about that was Jerry Nadler. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
They're all pieces of shit.
I know.
Schumer wasn't on this one, but I saw his statement earlier.
Nad. Nad.
Whatever. What hypocrisy, bunch of fools.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was just the Clinton fucking machine in the 90s. If you
Oh,
were
yeah.
in politics, it was like being a rock star or a televangelist. You just got a ton of girls, you know?
I want that T-shirt for Christmas, Shanda, that Mark Zuckerberg's got
The Mark
on.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah, that's a great. I love that shirt. Isn't that great? Is that kiwi? What is that?
Yeah, that's a kiwi.
That's kiwi.
Twin kiwis. Twin
kiwis. Okay. What is
Did you
this?
see this?
No,
Did you see this?
no.
Okay, so this is Hillary Clinton at it was some Spotify or some, I don't know if it was her podcast or whatever. But she's walking into these working class home, and that's the look on her face.
Oh my God! People actually
She's
live
trying
here.
to act natural, like she's interacting with them, but she just looks like that, out of place.
It looks like she's creeping down the hallway, like, ugh, what am I going to step on? Don't touch the walls. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Rich people on TikTok seeing inside working class homes for the first time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, really. Yeah.
It's like, oh, as if my servants' quarters are bigger than this.
Where's the gold toilet at? My God.
You have no bidet?
Bidet. Oh my God, that's
yes,
that
there's
one.
some Rocky
Oh
Horror,
my
yes.
gosh, Frankenfurter Oz. Oh my God, that looks so good. Tim
I'm
Curry.
gonna find better ones. We need to upload some. To
Yeah,
the
we
users,
really
'cause
do.
There
That-
really wasn't any good ones.
Yeah, that was really nice. God, I love that. I saw that 26 times. What do we got? Jimmy's going here. What's he got going on?
Jimmy and the People's Party. I'm kind of bummed Jilly's not here.
Really? Is she
Okay.
she people party? She's
Well, yeah, she's been asking me about it for a while, so I kind of brought this segment for her, but I'm sure she'll get it on the playback. Anyways, Jimmy, yesterday, him and Steph officially registered with the People's Party in California, which is now officially on the ballot there. And Jimmy apparently was making a big deal of production out of the fact that he's switching his affiliation to them.
Party.
So, yeah, which is good because I think that Jimmy's got a pretty big audience in California, and
Yeah.
that could be a really good boost to get a nice, amount of people to punch through.
Yeah.
Because, I absolutely believe we've got to do third party, but I just don't know how we pull it off, especially in light of HR1, which is going to make it even harder for campaign financing for us to qualify.
Well, I know that there's a lot of contention around the movement for the People's Party too. Is that do they discuss that here or no?
Well, no, it's a really good. Actually, it's a pretty decent interview. Nick brings the hold on, I got something in my eye. He brings somebody from Move On. Is it Move On?
Yeah,
Or
Move On.
To yeah. And she's really very well spoken and knowledgeable. I don't know if I've ever encountered her before, but
God, everybody's freaking out because you got Chink behind you in the chat. I mean, God, yeah. What? Don't let him get on you. Okay, let's.
yeah, don't let him get on me.
Let's
So
wa-
yeah, go ahead and play it, and we'll talk some more.
All right.
As you can see behind me, it says support for third U.S. political party is at a high point. How high of a that's from Gallup, by the way. How high of a point? 62% of United States adults say that parties do such a poor job representing the American people that a third party is needed, an increase from 57% in September. Wow. The poll shows 50% of the U.S. adults identifying as political independents. What? The highest percentage Gallup has ever measured in a single poll. So 1 out of 2 adults in the United States does not identify with a political party. So half the adults identify, a quarter of the adults identify with Republicans, quarter with Democrats, 50% independent, no political party. But you can't have a third party. Remember that. You can't do that. In several election years, 2006, 2008, and 2012, Americans were divided as to whether a third party was needed. But since 2012, Americans have consistently favored the idea. Americans' appetite for a third party has never been greater in Gallup's nearly 2 decades of polling on the subject. And now a majority of Republicans are joining the usual majority of independents in wanting that option. So there is a third party afoot, right? As I've talked about on this show, it's called the People's Party, and they're starting to get on the ballots. So California becomes the third state to register the official party, peoplesparty.org, right? So it looks like Maine. Does that look like, what is that state? I'm going to guess and say that's Colorado. I'm going to guess. And then I'm going to say over there, that looks like California. I'm not sure. I'm not a geometry doctor. But
person.
So, by the way, let's bring on the people who are working with the People's Party. He is a frequent guest on the show. He was Bernie Sanders' National Political Outreach Coordinator in 2016, and he's the co-founder of the People's Party. It's Nick Brana. Hi, Nick. How are you?
Hey, Jimmy. Good to see you.
We're also pleased to have with us a tireless activist for getting money out of politics. She's a national director of Move to Amend, which pushes a constitutional amendment to establish that corporations are not people.
Yep.
She is on the advisory council for the People's Party, and we are excited to have her with us. Please welcome Caitlin Saposi Belknap. Hi, thanks. Welcome to both of you.
Hey, Jimmy. Thanks for having us on.
So, let's talk about this. Let's talk about you guys are. How's it? So this is a daunting task, as everybody has told me a million times. But it seems like everybody also agrees we have to do it. In fact, now 62% of the country. So the time is now. Tell me about what's going on with the People's Party and getting registered.
It's almost 2 out of every 3 Americans now, Jimmy, as you showed, that wants a major new party. And half of Americans for the first time being independent. It's truly remarkable. And what we are doing is we're now working as the People's Party to register across the country in all 50 states. We plan on getting on the ballot. And so we're working on ballot access in several different states. And we've officially registered in these 3 and Ohio as well.
So I brought this because I've been asked a lot lately, why haven't you talked about MMP and, do you support them? And if you want to go to the next slide, Oz.
Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I got behind. Hold on. There it is. Okay.
So I've been working to support all parties that could fight back against the duopoly for many years, including the People's Party. And so, I'm truly an independent through and through. That's what I've learned out of all of these years is I'm not going to put all of my effort and energy into a party at this point. Now, it doesn't mean I don't support them. I don't get out there and help if I can, if they need signatures to get ballot access. Of course, as long as they are with our platform. Like I say, every freaking day. Platform. It's Medicare for all. It's, a livable wage. It's stop the bombing. We know what our platform is. And if a candidate is Green Party and supporting that, then I'm supporting them. If the candidate is MMP and supporting that, well, then I'll support them too. That is where I'm absolutely at on the third party issue. So everybody knows, so it's clear.
Yeah. It's clear.
I support policy.
Yeah, it's policy. And again, like last night, I'll say it again. If you're not for a fully funded universal health care, forget it. That's it.
Forget it.
That's number one.
I don't care what party
Done.
you're with. Or if you're taking big money, I don't care what party you're with. I don't care. I don't want nothing to do with you. You don't stand for any of the values or policies that I'm fighting for.
Yep. That universal health care, getting out of the wars, economic disparity, fully employed country. It all ties together because the Medicare for all, the universal health care is what would enable the people to actually get somewhere in life instead of being under the thumb
tied
of
to employment.
Yeah, that is huge.
Oh, but Pramila says we're going to be untethered from employment, But I just want to be clear. I don't think that any third party can rise up in the United States by design, especially now with HR 1. And it's going to take a massive movement to build one of these parties. And that's what we're lacking right now. We're all just kind of scattered into pieces. And until we come together as one massive movement, it doesn't matter what party, you're supporting, because I don't think they'll be the one. Bernie had it. Bernie had it in 2016.
Yeah, he
if
did.
Bernie would have walked, if he would have walked after the primary and went into the general as an independent, he would have freaking had it. If he would have came to draft Bernie, he would have had it. But he lost that momentum. He missed his opportunity. I absolutely believe he missed his opportunity.
He missed his opportunity and he screwed us.
Oh yeah.
Because that set back any third parties at least 10 to 15
and
years.
we knew it. We knew it then. It was just like, fuck, there we go. It's going to take when I went to Chicago in 2017, not to push Bernie to join Draft Bernie, because that was the one time we really got Bernie cornered, a huge mass of us, and he was just silent on it, as silent as he is to Ralph Nader. You know, when he hasn't answered Ralph Nader's calls in 20 years is the joke, or maybe it's reality.
Yeah.
But I left there just totally defeated, because I knew I had worked with Progressive Independent Party, and we were Draft Bernie is where the People's Party came from originally,
right?
And we just fucking knew that the energy was gone. The movement, as much as, because people were splintering off to Justice Democrats and Our Revolution and blah, 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 everybody was going somewhere because they thought that was going to be the party that was going to rise up. And really, ultimately, we just fractured into a billion pieces. And
and this is my next question for you, because how is throwing shade or bringing up an issue with the Movement for the People's Party going to do any good for a third party, or make a third party
right?
more
And that's
optimal?
the problem
I don't
with us
get it.
fucking progressives. We spend so much time tearing down our own frickin' side, eating ourselves, right? That we're not doing any good. All parties and all of these are volunteers. That's what a lot of people don't get. When you're a grassroots organizer, you're dealing with volunteers, people who are giving their time, their money, their energy to whatever you're doing. And everybody has personality quirks, and so-and-so's not going to get along with so-and-so. And
we see that. Yeah.
High school drama. I mean, I haven't dealt with so much goddamn drama since high school, with this progressive movement. And my whole goal is just keep your mouth shut. I see things. I hear things. I don't call people out on the spot for them, especially if it's not going to do us any good. It's just tearing us down.
Well, yeah, you're not talking about calling out representatives. You're talking about people that are trying to do something.
I'm talking about volunteers, people
right.
just like you and I that are busting our ass to try to get this word out there to our brothers and sisters, so we can get that energy back and make these changes.
Yeah, I agree. And speaking of that, I know Franco's been pretty critical over there on his show, and I've been talking to him. I want to bring him on to discuss that.
Yeah, he has. And let's be clear, if they are caught doing something shady like
stuff,
taking big money, that is exactly why I left OR. We were with OR. It was one of the original founding chapters, and as soon as we found out they were taking big money, a huge bulk of us left. We wrote the board, publicly broke up with them, and we took off. Anytime we have integrity, and it doesn't mean that I haven't supported OR. I've continued to support OR for the last 3 years, especially locally, because the Washington Democrats did such an amazing job with it that I supported them in the work that they were doing, not this hierarchy that's over in DC that's, Jeff Weaver's taking money. That's not what it's about, because there is so much grassroots mixed into these organizations.
Right.
And that's what I support.
Yeah.
So, I didn't want to even say this much on it, but it's been asked a lot of me. So now I've done supporting parties. I do help all parties that are legit and policy driven.
If they got a good idea, I'm not going to be there to kick them in the shin unless they're pulling some bullshit.
That's my point.
I mean, just straight up bullshit. But at the same time, if there are questions, I want all parties concerned to be able to get together and not just use the biggest platform to take the chunk out of the smaller platforms, and vice versa. So let's keep talking. And sometimes it doesn't work. It happened with me recently. It didn't work. I tried to talk something out with somebody, and they got all shitty. And I said, let's talk. But no, they refused.
It's really difficult, because so many people, we were together in our love when it was Bernie and us against the establishment and the DNC and all this crooked shit. But then we lost Bernie, and then we lost people that vote blue Biden. And now there's just this small little group of us still holding on to the truth, because it's easier to just go back to sleep, right? Biden's doing a good job.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. He sure is. What are you bringing, cats tonight?
This is my reminder that if your clock goes forward 1 hour, does that mean I get to eat sooner or not? Asking for a friend.
Because fuck, that's why.
Fuck you, that's why.
Oh my God. Don't forget to set your clock on fire this Sunday. Time isn't real. I love that. That is so good. Now that's tonight. We're supposed to spring forward.
Yeah. Yeah, we spring forward tonight. So I got to do a time change and a cross country freaking all within like one day.
Oh, yeah, shit. Joey said, don't touch the clock because it's going to mess me up waking up in the morning. So wait till tomorrow.
Morning.
Yeah, wait till tomorrow.
But then I get messed up because I get up and I go, oh, shit, did I get up at 9 or did I get up at 8?
Yeah, I mean, my IQ just drops every time the time changes. So it's just,
I don't even want to talk about the bullshit about that. I mean, why do we even need it? I could see why we had it, but I don't see why we still have it.
Yeah. Oh, God, I see you brought my horoscope.
Yeah, this is funny because serial killers and their zodiac signs. Ted Bundy was a Sagittarius. Jeffrey Dahmer was a Gemini, just like me. Ed Gein, he was a Virgo. John Wayne Gacy, Pisces. Another Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. So there's a lot of Geminis, Virgos, Sagittarius, Pisces.
Yeah, but that's only like 5.
Aren't you a Virgo?
Yeah, I'm a Virgo, but where's the rest of those? Does that mean if you're a certain sign, you're not going to be a serial killer?
I don't know, but there's definitely a pattern in here.
God, I don't know some of these names.
Oh, you don't? Oh my God, Ed Gein, he was so terrible. I study serial killers, so Kenneth Bianchi.
What about this Richard
David Berkowitz?
Binghenwald guy. Richard Binghenwald, do you know that one? He's a Virgo. Dean Carter, Terry Blair, Gerald I don't know.
No, I don't know any of the Virgos. Huh. I know all of the Sagittarius.
Well, you know this Virgo.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I'm a Gemini, so we're both prone to serial killing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
And I just want to make the point that I do not go about spewing profanities. I take my time and enunciate them properly. After all, I'm a fucking lady.
That's the way it is. That's what we love about you, Chanda.
That's right.
Ah, shit. What do we got here? What's this?
Stoner Corner.
Stoner Corner. There's a That 70s.
Yeah, are you on dope?
I'm dope. Shit. God, what is that? What is that pattern? Is that's that blue stuff that everybody...
Yeah, that's
Oh,
corn,
shit.
what is it, cornflower?
Yeah, I used to know what that was.
I used to know what it was, too. I used to collect it.
Yeah, that would be a boomer reference, probably.
Yeah, but that's when you break out you got company over, so you break out the fine china.
Yeah, shit. Good thing it isn't a lamp, because I launched a few of those. So, there, rah, rah, rah. Oh, wow. Great face-off there.
I love this one.
That's great. So, it's time to choose the... That is a good one. What am I wearing with the wife beater there? What is that? That's oh shit. Oh, there's King Oz. Oh yes. Oh,
the Oz Mercury.
Oz Mercury. There we go. I like that. Parquet. That's okay. Freddie. Rest in peace, Freddie. Oligarchy and oligarchy. It's what is that the only 2 colored pills we get to choose from these days?
Yep. Yeah, oligarch and oligarch. Take your choice.
Yeah, it is. It's time to choose to get out of both of them. So. Once again. You got a...
No, Joy sent me this just before we went on, so it was funny, so I added it. It says, Harry is adjusting great to America. He says, yeah, I saw a truck today that had testicles.
Yeah, that's good. Well done. Thank you, Joy. I like that. What is this a United spot? This is
it's a United spot, but I really didn't bring it for the actual segment of it. I brought it for the end of it because they're alluding to a to be continued that looks hilarious. So this was a spoof on the Oprah interview.
Oh, okay, so it's just a few seconds, right?
Yeah, it's just
All right, let's check it out. Shit.
To wake up in the morning. I'm getting paid $7 million for this, right? And that's our show. $7 million? Coming up next, it's To Catch a Predator. $7 million, right? With Chris Hansen. Do you know who I am? Hey, Corn Pop, is that you? Why did you come here? I just came to hang out with a friend. Are you the dad?
Oh, shit. Oh, you're killing me, man.
Ooh, that was racy.
That was racy. That was really racy. What was the German Shepherd? What did the German Shepherd have on his head? I didn't catch that. Did you
Oh, well, that's the one that bit. He had a MAGA hat on. That one.
Oh,
one of
that
them
was
bit the
Biden's
Secret
dog?
Service.
Yeah.
Did you hear the story about his dog bit one of the Secret Service? Yeah. So they had to get rid of it.
Was it? Well, no, they didn't get rid of it. They sent it back home, didn't they?
Yeah, they sent it. Yeah, they sent it home, but it can't be there anymore. And so the dog had a MAGA hat on.
What's the dog's name? Sergeant or something like that, or Trooper or something like that?
I'm sure.
Yeah,
Some cop name.
Oh, poor dog. Jesus Christ. Oh, what do we got here?
Oh, we missed one.
We did? We missed one?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh,
so Washington State's been voted the best state to move to 2 years in a row now.
For what?
I don't know, but I love this meme. It says, "Come to Seattle. We've got virtue signaling. We've got giant robot schlong. We got literal supervillains.
Literally.
Yeah, we have the world's worst lesbian. You know, I don't know if that she's a terrible person.
Is that Durkin?
I would say that.
Durkin?
Yeah, Durkin. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
And then, of course, traffic is called hell emerging.
Yes, it is.
And then our benches that are at least one arm rest for every arm.
Why do they do that?
I don't know. Those are so weird.
What the hell is this? I would say instead of hell emerging, I'd steal Buffy's thing and call it the hell mouth. That's crazy. And they got
need to stop moving here.
They got the world's worst lesbian. Durkin is that, and I do like the giant robot schlong. That's
giant robot schlong.
That's really good. So yeah, let's hear it for Washington State and Seattle, the most progressive state in the country. Not.
Yeah, not.
So anyway, what do you got?
Exactly. Oh, this is a weird story. This is just a weird story about a Japanese guy who gets paid to do nothing.
I want that job.
I don't know.
レンタル何もしない人っていう仕事で、自分を貸し出すっていうことで僕を貸し出すんですけれども、僕は何もしない。ただ食べたり飲んだりっていう飲食とごく簡単な受け答え、何か聞かれたことには少し答えるっていう、簡単な受け答えはしますけど、それ以外は特に何もしないっていうサービスをしています。
友達が死んで3ヶ月経つんですけど、なんか信じられなくてお墓とか来られなかったんで、きっかけにレンタルさんお願いして、あと僕今日誕生日なんでそのきっかけでお線香あげに来ました。
ある意味自分の弱みを握られてしまう状況になるのが少し嫌だということで、全く普段の日常的な人間関係の外にいる人に自分の話をしたいと。
Yeah.
That's not, you know what? That's not uncommon. I mean, people.
Yeah, we have a name for that. It's the oldest name in the world.
I older people who.
I get it. No, I get
yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah, they rent him to do. I could see that because people get so damn lonely, they don't have anybody to talk to. So
right, and in Japan, there probably isn't that that much danger to it. If you try to do something like that here in the United States, yeah, it probably wouldn't work out well after just a couple of dates.
Well, this is like that Craigslist story you brought a few weeks ago about that person that just wanted somebody to chase them. Right?
Right?
Yeah, they hired
chase me.
Chase me. Chase me. But this I can see this because a lot of people, especially people who can't drive anymore, hire people to drive them around just for the benefit of having somebody to talk to.
Well, that's a lot of what caregiving is. I've done a lot of in-home caregiving.
Yeah, you have.
And really, you're just a companion. These people are alone all day, all night. And so a couple hours of you being there talking to them, helps a lot. Do you see the M and Oz up in the window?
Yeah, I like that. That's M and Oz, but there's
M and Oz.
But isn't this one guy? Yeah, that guy's.
He spoofed Max Headroom.
Yeah,
and I've been looking for a Max Headroom to put you into.
Yeah, I need that Max Headroom. He went on to become a quite accomplished actor.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Holly Horn.
He was in the Stand, the '90s version of the Stand.
Right? Yeah, and he's been on series many times. So.
What was it?
Yeah, he was on. I liked that series. Did you see it? It was Eureka. That was a sci-fi thing.
Oh yeah,
it was great.
I did watch Eureka.
Yeah, Oz looks
like a professional chef. That's what I said. I go, you look like you're getting ready to cook my dinner at Benihana's.
Yeah, Benihana, man. Shit, it's just.
Is there Benihana's left, or no? They went out of business, right? Remember, I brought that report that
Benihana's gone. Yeah,
in the hole.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, there's some knockoff Benihanas. I used to take my daughter to that when she'd sit on my knee when she wanted to help cut the stuff on the deal.
Oh yeah, so. I had me some Koto tonight, which is our local Japanese sushi place. Koto.
Toe. If it's got toe in it, it can't be that good. What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make amazing General Tso's.
Holly, thank you. Holly likes my look. Holly Horn likes my look. Yeah. So what is
How's our guys over on the rocker doing? I got to get better at looking over on the rocker.
Former VP for Biden. Can we do Oz in Tom McDonald?
Oh yeah. I will. I love Tom McDonald. I bring him all the time. I don't care what people say. Like, oh, he's a racist. He's a Trump supporter.
Yeah. God.
Like, yeah, so is my neighbors. Like,
shit. Hey, we got 20 over on the Rockfin. Good job, Rockfin. Yay.
Our rockers rock.
Our rockers rock. Everybody rocks. We love you guys. I brought this, didn't I? This next one. This is, what the hell
no, we
is
had
it?
Oh yeah, fashion. This is our fashion corner.
Yeah, this is our fashion corner. I saw this gal. What is it? Is this from Star Trek? That one episode where they were stuck on that frozen planet and Spock found that girl, or what?
I don't. She just looks like she picked up somebody's bath mats and put them on.
That's what it says. That's what it says. It says Christina Bankston said, "God damn it! How come no one told me I could just wear my bath mat, or about the matching slipper socks? I'm furious."
Or an ostrich. I don't know who stole all the ostriches.
Yeah, the knees are even knocked. So yeah. Just audition for Sesame Street, hon. I think that looks great.
Well, I had to add to it because. These shoes were just amazing when I saw them. Dear Prada, these are real shoes that Prada is advertising. What the fuck are these? You could step on a cockroach in a corner with these motherfuckers.
That's convenient. When I saw that, I said, "Oh, you found my witch's boots." That's so. Yeah,
I've worn some pointy shoes in my life, but those are a little.
Yeah, I've never had them quite that pointy, but I've had something really scarily close, close to those. So
me too.
Yeah, and they weren't disco boots either. So who is this face off of here? Is that?
Oh, she's a singer. I'm trying to remember her name. I love the song. But that's me this weekend.
Yeah, your face fits her head good. That's really good.
My face fits all the heads.
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. You brought the Yang Gang here.
Oh, Yang. This is, I want to say, a couple of weeks old. But I've been meaning to bring it because, I have files that I put stuff in. If I'm watching something and I want to bring it, I'll throw it in the file. And so the file built up with shit. And then I kind of go through it and clean out what I should bring and what I shouldn't. And this one, I rewatched it today and I was like, no, people need to see this. I am so sick and tired of progressives toting Yang. This guy's a D-bag, man. D-bag.
Yeah, I was worried about that too. And sorry to the Yang Gang, but yeah, he's not all that, guys.
He's not all he's.
Yeah, and Richie Medhurst, he kind of lays it out.
Yeah.
So Andrew Yang, he's running for mayor of New York City, and of course he's running as a Democrat. Can't have independence at all, and he made some remarks a few weeks ago. I don't know if people caught this, but I'll just read them to you because they're quite astonishing. Honestly, they're frankly quite astonishing. So this is what Yang said, right? So I'll zoom in for you. He says a Yang administration will push back against the BDS movement, boycott, divestment, sanctions, which singles out Israel for unfair economic punishment. Not only is BDS rooted in anti-Semitic thought and history,
oh God, don't get me started,
to fascist boycotts of Jewish businesses, it's also a direct shot at New York City's economy. Strong ties with Israel are essential for a global city such as ours, which boasts the highest Jewish population in the world outside of Israel. Our economy is struggling, and we should be looking for ways to bring back small businesses, not stop commerce. So Andrew Yang, essentially over here, he's comparing the boycott, divestment, sanctions movement with Nazi boycotts of Jewish businesses, in the 1930s. Right?
Oops.
So somebody confronted him about this. Okay? Let me play you this clip.
From the Palestinian people in Palestine, and saying that it's akin to fascist boycotts of Jewish businesses that completely disappoint many Palestinian activists, many Arabs, many Muslims who find the cause to ending the occupation of Palestine by the Israeli government absolutely abhorrent. So we wanted to hear if you had any clarifying questions about that, when there are other mayoral candidates who haven't made such comments and who have actually affirmed that we do have the right to BDS.
First, I have never made comments to that effect.
It's actually written down in the forward.
You compared Palestinians to Nazis.
That's what you said.
And I have. You compared Palestinians to fascists.
I was trying to answer a question. No. I want to hear the answer. I want to hear the answer.
Okay, so that didn't last long. Did you see how he ran away?
Yeah.
It's interesting, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he did run away.
Yeah, and he did compare them to. He did.
Yeah, I got to send this to my friend that likes Andrew Yang. That BDS thing alone, he's way on the wrong side.
He's got a lot of other issues, like his Medicare for All stance is totally shitty.
Bullshit.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of things that are so shady about him. Yeah, his UBI, got everybody talking about UBI, but will UBI be implemented?
No.
No.
Fuck
Hell
no.
no.
Hell no. Hell no. And if somebody said, "Oh, you're dissing Andrew Yang, you're against Asians," and yeah, Chanda, I'm against Asians. Okay. Let me see. What do we got here? Oh, dance off time. Dance off.
Okay, guys, it's up to you.
Get your
Who's
scorecards.
dancing better? Let's see. We got Justin Bieber, Oz Bieber, I mean, up against.
Did you call me a beaver?
Are you a beaver?
I'm a beaver. Oh God. And who are you?
I just had it. Now I lost it. Oh, I like her too. Dang it.
Dang it.
Dang it.
She looks familiar.
Hey, Halsey.
Yeah, Halsey. Yeah, good. I like the blue hair.
You like the blue hair?
Yeah, I like the blue hair.
She wears a lot of wigs and different hair pieces too.
Oh, people that wear a lot of wigs, there's something wrong with them.
Yeah, I think so. Are they on that serial killer list?
Yeah, I think so. I think Virgos. Virgos.
So.
All right, who wins tonight, guys? I think it's isn't it 2-1 now? Or
yeah,
something?
you've been kicking my ass.
So Shanda's.
I thought I'd bring a little redemption with the booty jiggle.
Shanda's looking for the tiebreaker or the tie here. Then next week we'll have the tiebreaker. So anyway, put your vote in there. Chanda or Oz? Emphasize. I'm going to vote for Chanda, but that's just me. So but look at
bye, Oz whistles.
Look at that. Look at that. I'm grabbing my pants there. Look at that.
Well, yeah, that's what Bieber does.
He grabs his pants.
Oh yeah.
He's pulling them up all the time. So anyway.
He's pulling them up. He needs a belt.
Yeah, he needs a belt.
Somebody buy that boy a belt.
Buy that boy a belt. Anyway, we'll watch for the results of that one. So, yeah, that's. So, anyway, what do we got? What are we doing? We're going to China.
Okay, so I'm asking you guys what you think about this. I don't really want to give an opinion on it. So there's so much misinformation and propaganda going on around the China genocide Uyghur conversation that honestly, my mind is still opened on it. I don't really know what the true fucking story here is, no matter how deep I dig. And so I have certain things that I do to verify something is actually happening, and that is look to the ground, right? We've been taught to go to the people on the street, find out what the people in the communities are saying. And so I do this, and there's so much propaganda coming from not just CCP, but from the United States. I just don't even know what to believe. So this is Moment of Clarity, Lee Camp. He had a really great guest, Ben, I think it was last name, but if you want to know more about this, I only brought a little clip. So this is going to be a two-parter. So this is Lee Camp talking about democracy now and the bullshit they're slinging about China.
Oh, democracy. Yeah, they got. When did they sell out? 2014 completely.
Yeah, I told you I was done bringing democracy now unless I was pointing out something that they're saying or doing.
Yeah, the fossil fuel industry.
I can't believe anything they're saying anymore.
Yeah, I know. They're absolutely full of shit.
Didn't they support the Syrian gas attack narrative?
Yeah, and Russiagate.
And Russiagate, absolutely.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, let's watch what's going on with Lee here.
I don't know if you knew this. We're in a new Cold War. Yay!
Yeah, Lee.
We always love a new Cold War, right? This time not just against Russia, but also against China. And so we've been seeing all this garbage propaganda against them. Just about every headline you see is that's about China, is anti-China. And the story that I covered, the specific story I covered the other day, was the definition of genocide and how Mike Pompeo, then followed by the Biden administration and Tony Blinken and many others, have decided that China is committing genocide against the Uyghurs in China. And this comes from one report by a man named Adrian Zenz, who, as I went in deep detail on from the Gray Zone article, Adrian Zenz is a anti-Semitic, far right-wing evangelical German Christian who believes Jews will burn in a fiery furnace. And he also makes up his numbers and just changes things to fit whatever version of reality he's trying to push. And that is the entirety of where they're getting this idea that China has committed genocide against the Uyghurs. But there's a lot more detail than just that. And there's a great article on the Gray Zone right now by Danny Haifong, who looked into Democracy Now!, which many of you know Democracy Now! For many years, they were kind of the gold star of left-wing kind of grassroots media. They were left of corporate media. They would often call out corporate media. They would have on people like Julian Assange and really tear apart the propaganda that we were getting from our garbage mainstream media. And yet now, on many different topics, on Russia, on Syria, on China, they seem to be just parroting whatever the State Department tells them to say, or not tells them to say, but whatever the State Department's saying, or what we see at Reuters or MSNBC or any of these other kind of anti-China, anti-Russia propaganda sites. And so it's a sad time to see that happening in Democracy Now! And I thought we should get to the bottom of that. And Danny wrote an incredible article detailing just how far it seems Democracy Now! Has fallen.
Danny Haifong, yes.
Yeah, that's amazing, good interview. It really brought a lot of, I'd had my problems with Democracy Now!, but this whole Uyghur thing is really, I can't wrap my mind around it. I don't know what's going on there. And I'm one of those people that I just got to keep finding information until I figure out what the truth probably is underneath all of it. And so I follow all of these independent media, bigwigs for YouTube of guys that are married in China, Americans married to Chinese, and they do live streams. And one of them bicycles around the world, and he documents that. And since COVID, a lot of them have started doing more like a podcast or, going live just to kind of tell everybody what's going on in China, which is how we knew what was going on with COVID and how well they got through it. So this next clip is this guy that has that's not okay. That's it. Yeah. So these are forced confessions that the CCP has put out as propaganda to convince people that the Uyghurs are not being, genocided. They're not being oppressed. They're allowed to learn their language. They're allowed all these things that we're not allowed, or that we're told they're not allowed to do. So yeah, Pompeo made a big freaking deal out of it on his way out, screaming about genocide. And so this is the Uyghur people reacting to Pompeo, but then it's a YouTuber that's making his commentary on it.
All right, cool. This is good, huh?
It's it makes you go, what?
Yeah, it's going to. I can tell.
Super creepy that you're bringing children into this whole thing.
我叫叶立丹呢，来自哈密市8中高2年级。蓬佩奥关于新疆少数民族种族灭绝的言论纯属扯淡。种族灭绝，我是从哪里来的？我不但活得好好的，而且还很幸福。蓬佩奥，你看，这是我的家，新的房子，而且现在校车接送，而且还不用掏学费。现在我们的家有3头牛、10几头羊，你还觉得我们不够幸福吗？
And again, like, dude, China, if you're gonna do this kind of stuff, make it a little more believable. Genocide, then where did I come from? That's the line you decided to feed this high schooler? Seriously? Genocide, then where do I come from? That's like these people that I've seen on YouTube saying, like, China's dealing with a food shortage right now. It doesn't mean that everyone in China is hungry. It means that the future food supplies, their ability to make their own food or grow their own food is limited because they rely on a lot of imports. You'll see these Western YouTubers walk around China and they'll go, food shortage? Look at this market. There's vegetables here. Look at this restaurant. Where's the food shortage? That's the level of intellect that China expects you to believe as a Western, actually, as anyone on YouTube watching this kind of stuff. That's the level of intellect that you're expected to have. I mean, look at this dude. If this is the dude's house, which I doubt it is, but I mean, there's fake grass put up on the side of the house. They're telling him to brag about his cows and his sheep, and that he goes to school by car, which they don't show. And he's, again, another comment thread is that, oh, we go to school for free. Look at how good my life is. It's creepy as hell that they're getting high schoolers involved in this as well. And it just makes me incredibly uncomfortable. But not as uncomfortable as the next one.
我是昌吉州实验小学4年级3班维吾尔族学生布尼亚加拉利丁。今天我要拆穿撒谎大王蓬佩奥的谎言。这是我的同班同学，也是我的好朋友杨礼光。我俩从幼儿园起就在同一个班，住在同一个社区，每天一起上学，放学结伴回家。去年夏天，我不小心把脚摔伤了，是杨礼光帮我背书包，课间扶我去上卫生间。这段经历让我们之间的友谊更加深厚了。我们都喜欢打篮球，也都同时报名参加了学校的书法兴趣班。我们维吾尔族有一句谚语：事成于和睦，利生于团结。看，这是我俩的书法作品。放假有一段时间了，我和杨礼光不约而同都来到学校给班里的花儿浇水。这可是每位同学亲手种的花，我可得把它们照顾好。浇完花后，我们又一起堆了雪人。瞧，这是明年冬奥运会吉祥物冰墩墩和雪融融。蓬佩奥，你都没来过新疆。你这个撒谎大王，就别再挑拨离间了，请不要胡说八道，颠倒是非。
Holy, this one is like, dude, the levels they've stooped to get these children involved. This is the most scripted crap you've ever seen in your life, and it's terrifying. Tell me this doesn't look like one of Kim Jong-un's performances where children are like happily like holding the cards in front of him to make his fat ass smile. Now here's the deal. We have this kid with this completely fabricated story. They got him paired up with a Han Chinese kid, of course. They're best friends. He broke his leg and his friend helped him through all these times, and that's what brought them close together. And of course, this kid has a very strong opinion about Pompeo, who he's never heard about. This kid has no idea what Pompeo is. Coming up with all this bullshit, like he goes to calligraphy class. He's standing in a room where there's no other children in the class. They're like, look at my calligraphy class. There's no one else here. It's just us in this echoey ass room. We have to go to our school to water these plants that are class raised together. Look at how harmonious and amazing we are. Look at our relationship. Me, I'm a weaker person, and this is my hunch.
Okay, so if you didn't, the print was kind of small and that I should have made it bigger because I didn't realize it was that small and white. But the first one is a high school kid he's a Uyghur who says, look, I get to go to school in a car every day and I have sheep and I have whatever. And then they always do this cussing and screaming at Pompeo. And like, you bastard, how dare you say that, we are being genocided. And then they moved on to the kids, and the kids are kind of doing the same thing. They're being prompted, like those kids know who Pompeo is. So, this guy is on the ground in China. Who are you going to believe? I don't.
Well, I don't believe either one. They're just like, this is, everything's so surreal these days. Everything that comes out of Pompeo's mouth is scripted. So
But Blinken's saying the same shit.
Yeah, and Blinken's saying the same shit. You just made my point.
So
Same
are they
shit.
starting a Cold War? Is there actually Cold War? Are we going to go to war with China?
Yeah, they're going
because
after
we
China,
say
yeah.
they're genociding a people, and we can't even prove that it's happening or not happening because the propaganda from both sides is so goddamn thick.
It is. It's these think tanks putting bullshit together, and both sides are, it's draining everybody. It's just like, I don't know what to say anymore. It's just
Right. I don't
bullshit.
either. And that's just it. I don't know what to say. I don't know what the hell's going on over there.
No, we
But
won't.
Will we be duped into going to war over it?
No,
we possibly
I don't
could
think
be.
so. I don't think so. There's too much money involved. The few families that run the world aren't going to allow that to happen. This is just to make more money. We're gonna get screwed by an ecological event or an accident.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's going to get us. It's not going to be this. It's going to be Cold War. And everybody's saying, "Well, aren't you worried about them nuking us?" No. Make it quick. So that's it.
Yeah, there's this time traveler I was talking about. What was his name? John Trudel or something like that. He showed up in the early 2000s, and he was saying that he was from like 2035 or something, or maybe even further up. But he says that we have a big nuclear war, but it's good. It's a good thing that it happens because the people that are left come together and they start doing stuff right. And
Oh, how nice.
I know. I was like, well, if we're all getting nuked, I guess it'll be worth it.
Yeah, what the hell? Let's have a reincarnation of the Donna Reed show 100 years later. Jesus
that was
Christ!
bullshit.
What?
Total bullshit.
You brought this, didn't you, or did I?
Oh yeah, you're probably gonna have to turn it up. I don't know what's up with the United Spot, but all week their videos have been really low sound.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let me drag my dead ass over there and turn the volume up.
Okay, such work.
Oh my God.
Such work.
Hey, Joe. Are you talking to me? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Oh, that's weird, because I could have sworn you said, hey, Fred. No, I said, hey, Joe. Joe. Why are you calling me Fred? I'm calling you Joe. Well, I didn't order anything for lunch, so... Joe, I didn't ask you anything about lunch. Well, I guess my car needs an oil change, but I don't know. Joe, we need to pre-record your speech to convince everyone you're okay. Well, I have no idea how microwaves work, so... All right, Joe, since you can't read the teleprompter, just listen to the voice in your earpiece and repeat what it says.
Joe, can you hear me?
Joe, can you hear me?
No, Joe, I'm asking if you can hear me.
No, Joe, I'm asking if you can hear me.
Joe?
Joe? Joe?
Joe?
Joe?
Hola, peasants. We are live here at, what used to be the border.
Yeah, well, it's not a border anymore.
Yeah, we tore that racist border down, so, come on in. The weather is great.
Yeah, and you don't even need a passport.
Yeah, and you know what else?
What?
You can bring whatever you want into America.
Anything?
Anything. Wink, wink.
Why are you winking at me?
No, I'm just letting you know that if you have something in Mexico that's worth money in America,
right,
then you can bring it and we won't stop you.
Anything?
Anything.
Are you telling me someone from another country can bring whatever they want to America, no questions asked?
That's exactly what I'm saying, Chuck.
Wow, that's great.
Joe?
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 Joe!
Okay, repeat after me.
Okay, repeat after me.
My fellow Americans.
My fellow what?
Americans.
Americans.
My name is Joe.
Hey, my name is Joe, too.
No, your name is Joe.
I know my name is Joe.
No, my name isn't Joe. Your name is Joe.
No, my name isn't Joe. Your name is Joe.
Wait, what?
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 Joe!
Joe!
Oh my gosh!
Oh my
Joe!
God! What? All right, it's time to pull the plug.
Hang on, I gotta take a sip of this hand sanitizer.
Shit. Oh, my God.
Oh, that's some good hand sanitizer.
God damn it, Nancy, get serious for once.
All right, so, anyways, the best part about coming over the border is, you get a job as soon as you come to America.
Really?
Yep.
That's awesome.
And if you don't want to work, we'll pay you anyways.
Really? Who's gonna pay them?
Those annoying Americans.
Oh, I can't stand those annoying Americans.
They're always crying and complaining.
Tell me about it.
So what are you waiting for?
Oh, my.
Come on, it's funny.
Oh, my God. Oh, those guys are terrible. They're terrible. Did I miss a slide? I think I missed 28. What is that? Satire on bad faith?
It just gives you the definition of bad faith. I mean, we hear bad faith kicked around a lot, you know, but this really breaks down what bad faith means.
Okay, so I want to cue that up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I think I got it now. So this is bad faith, right?
Bad faith.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. Too loud.
Better.
In Being and Nothingness, written in 1943, the French existentialist philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre identified a problem which he believed plagued modern life: mauvaise foi, literally bad faith. Bad faith occurs when we lie to ourselves in order to spare ourselves short-term pain, but thereby suffer from long-term psychological impoverishment.
Been there, done
we force
that.
ourselves to believe something which we're not really convinced by because it's easier. In particular, Sartre believed that what we constantly lie to ourselves about is that we don't have other options. We always do, but find it curiously more reassuring to say we don't. It lets us off the hook. Bad faith often happens around work. Sartre describes a waiter who tells himself that he's just a waiter. It's his lot in life, his destiny. He tells himself he had no choice, that he has to keep on at it because he needs the money. But it's not true, insists Sartre. We are all free. There are scary, almost sickening moments of what Sartre calls negative ecstasy, which might come late at night, when we realize that we are in fact far more free than we ever say we are, that we could throw in the job, go and live in the woods, or reinvent ourselves. It can be harrowing because we have to acknowledge that we may be wasting our lives and that in the end this is our own fault, however much at other times we're tempted to blame circumstances or other people. But we then typically suppress this insight. The next day we force ourselves to believe in what we're doing. The price is that we close off the opportunities for changing and improving our lives. We forget, Sartre says, that being precedes essence. That is, who we are can't be pinned down to one particular job or relationship. Our being is much bigger. It embraces, in Sartre's words, all the things we are at present not, but could possibly become. In bad faith, we keep those possibilities out of our minds. We tell ourselves that the way we are at the moment is the only way we can be. So bad faith closes down on the options of freedom. Sartre detected bad faith as a feature of many unhappy relationships. He describes its origins in early dates, when a couple secretly realize that they're not at all compatible, but then force themselves to believe that they can be happy together. In Sartre's example, a woman wants to be loved for her mind and can't bear to pay attention to her own dark suspicion that her partner is in fact more interested in her body. Meanwhile, the man realizes that the woman isn't interested in him sexually, but keeps telling himself that really she must be. They both lie to themselves, and that's why they end up together and unhappy. Bad faith will lead them to throw the blame on each other, saying it's the other's coldness or lack of sophistication that's the problem, when really it's their own doing. Sartre didn't see bad faith as a surprising or unusual problem. It's a natural outcome of how our minds work. He didn't want us to feel bad. He just wanted to remind us to be as free as we really are.
So pretty much bad faith keeps you from everything.
Yeah.
You convince yourself. It definitely keeps you voting for the Democrats.
Yeah, that's exactly so. Good point. Good example, too. I think that with age and experience, you narrow down those times when you have bad faith. Would you say that's a fair?
Yeah,
fair
you
thing?
recognize it more as you get older, and you realize that that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is, and truly, you know, how many things could you relate to in that little short presentation?
Oh, yeah.
I could relate to the whole thing. So, you know, it's like lie to yourself some more, and go from there. What do we have here? What is this? This is another meme.
Comrade Lauren tweeted this out, and let me get to it. He's got the CNN glasses on, and it looks like Disneyland, and then he takes them off, and it's one of those temporary holding facilities at the border.
Yeah, no shit. The kids in cages facilities, is that what?
Yeah, he's got the CNN glasses. So
Yeah.
CNN sees Disneyland and a good time, and the
Yeah.
reality is they're being locked up still.
So when it was Trump, it was a burned out bunker, right? CNN.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Just
Believe
checking.
so.
Just checking. And now it's time for
Pat, this one, I really love this one. It's Pat the Batman fans karaoke closet. I haven't seen Pat this tonight, but hey, Pat, hope you're having a good weekend.
Yeah, I hope you're having a good weekend, Pat. And we need to catch up because we're getting thin on what we can play. And let's give it a whirl here. I'm cranking at the music box, and there we go.
Got a call from an old friend, we used to be real close. Said he couldn't go on the American way. Closed the shop, sold the house, bought a ticket to the West Coast. Now it gives him a stand-up routine in LA. I don't need you to worry for me, 'cause I'm alright. I don't want you to tell me it's time to come home. I don't care what you say anymore, this is my life. Go ahead with your own life, leave me alone. I never said you had to offer me a second chance. I never said I was a victim of circumstance. I still belong, don't get me wrong. And you can speak your mind, but not on my time. First I'll tell you you can't sleep alone in a strange place. Then they'll tell you you can't sleep with somebody else. Ah, but sooner or later you sleep in your own space. Either way, it's okay, you wake up with yourself. I don't need you to worry for me, 'cause I'm alright. I don't want you to tell me it's time to come home. I don't care what you say anymore, this is my life. Go ahead with your own life and leave me alone. I never said you had to offer me a second chance.
Pat.
I never said I was a victim of circumstance. I still belong. Don't get me wrong. And you can speak your
It goes for like another minute, but he did a really great job. Chris Foster, you are freaking hilarious. I thought it was a Turkish ABBA tribute at first glance. Sorry, Pat.
Sorry, Pat. Pat goes, I wore a wig and a dress for that. Oz style. I love the dress. I love the dress.
Yeah, no, you did great.
We really do. We appreciate that, Pat. And Steve Cutler, please, let's get together this week and go through the studio so we can get you on here too. We'd love to have you on and show us some of your.
Feature all independent art.
Yeah, all you independent art. Yeah,
politics.
Yeah, it's not all about Saturday night. We just crash and burn all night. So that's what we like to do. Yeah. So great job, Pat. You look great too. Can I borrow the dress and the wig for next week?
Did a good job.
Yeah, really good job. Lots of fun there. We're getting into Hollyweird now. What the hell's going on with Hollyweird this week?
Okay, so I only brought one story for Hollyweird. Okay, so the first official supermodel in the world, what was her name?
I don't know. What was the first supermodel? Was it 1958? No.
This is her anyway. She married the lead singer of the Cars, right? And
Rick Ocasek,
yeah, she married Rick Ocasek. She was in one of the Cars videos in the 80s. She was one of the hottest supermodels in the world. I'll think of her name in a second. I don't know. Smoked too much pot tonight. Anyway, I've been able to recall names all night. Anyways, so they were married 35 years, and they were going through a divorce, and he found out he had cancer, and so she moved back home, even though they got a divorce, so they were getting a divorce, and she took care of him during his cancer treatments. And then he passed after one of his surgeries, and she was home. She found him, Well, the next day she finds out that he cut her out of the will and didn't leave her a damn thing. Not one thing, 35 years together.
Are you kidding? You're kidding me.
This is her talking to our favorite grab him by the pussy interviewer, Billy, about, finding out she had no money and trying to get through it over the last year.
Oh, Jesus. And I kind of got that from Ocasek. He went to a concert one time and played like 14 minutes and left.
What a D-bag. Yeah, my God, who does that? They had 2 kids together.
Yeah.
She gave up. He was an old, ugly guy when she married him.
He was.
She gave up her life.
He was not something a spectacle to stare at, that's for sure.
Rick, you were separated. You were on your way to divorce
Paulina,
in September of 2019.
That's Paulina Poroskova?
Yeah.
He's written you out of the will.
She still looks great.
She does.
Want to leave anything to Paulina because she has abandoned me, which must have been very hurtful to you. And obviously there's, I'm sure you would not agree with that. How did that feel at the time, and what did you do with it, and have you processed it and gotten over it?
So obviously, okay, well, I was taking care of him. He was convalescing after surgery. And I went to bring him his morning coffee. I thought he was sleeping too long. So I went in to bring him his morning coffee, and I found him. The shock of the moment, your children, the shock of my children, it's like somebody throws a hand grenade inside your house, and then you're just kind of dealing with the repercussions of that. There's fire, there's smoke, there's people screaming, and you just have to keep it together to make sure like everybody's okay. So that's the first moments of when something like that happens. And I found out that he had disinherited me in his will maybe like a day or 2 later. And I was in no state to process it. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what my rights were. And I wasn't going to even think about it. I had just lost the man that I had been with for 35 years. It's like money wasn't, that wasn't what I was going to start thinking about 2 days after he dies. So, and then, as you go, it's the betrayal of it started coming out. I thought, how could he do this? I mean, I never abandoned him. He might have felt abandoned because we were getting a divorce, but that is not an abandonment. I was living at home. I was taking care of him. That's so unfair. fair.
How terrible. You know, she had what, a $7 million contract. She was one of the hottest models, 80s, 90s, Estee Lauder. I mean, I still see her in mass videos.
Yeah,
And
movies.
She didn't have a prenup, right? And then when they got married, he did what most guys do. He took over the finances. She never asked, you know, if he made a big purchase. Well, do we have the money for that? Yeah, we're fine. You know, her money's mixed in with his money. And then at the end of it, he says, fuck you, you're not getting any of it. So basically, I don't know if she got to fight the estate, but 2 of the houses, she somehow had partial ownership to. So she did manage to recoup money, but it took a while. They had to sell those houses. She had to move and do all that. So she had to rely on her friends for the last year for grocery money.
So she wasn't this good money manager at all.
No, like, and this is a thing. This is a common thing throughout women. It's something that we don't talk a lot about because we were preconditioned to do this our whole life, which is let the man handle the finances, you handle the home, you know. And yeah, as women get, you know, it's changed from 70s, 80s, 90s. It really has, because of the way we saw our parents and how we reacted. You know, a lot of people that were born in the 80s saw their parents being just free loving and not responsible. So they swung the opposite direction, right? And they got a hold of their money and control of it. But it's still a problem throughout the not just the, you know, United States, but the world, of men controlling finances, therefore controlling women. And
yeah, and mind you, yeah, that's not always the case, but more so the average, right?
She did a really good interview with the head of one of the big investment firms talking about the stats on it. It's truly shocking. Like 80% of women still allow men to mix with their finances, you know, their husbands.
Yeah, well, you know, and this is something, and what comes to mind after you talk about that, Doris Day. I mean, her husband.
She die broke?
No, she didn't. But her husband screwed her to the point. I think it was back in the 60s.
Yeah, I remember that.
I guess he was a producer. I don't know the specifics, but I just know that he was really a dirtbag and cleaned her out. She made all those movies back in the day, in the 50s and 60s and stuff. She was a star, big time. Very talented actress, singer, dancer, everything. And this guy cleaned her out. And she had to start over. And I believe when the Doris Day show came on television, that's when she was like, she's starting over again.
You're right. I just watched a Doris Day documentary. You know,
and you know, there's so much garbage in Hollywood, but that's not just Doris Day. Other starlets in Hollywood, not to mention they were screwed over in the early days of Hollywood because of their gender and things like that. But things do change, but the statistics are frightening. And if you think it's one specifically, usually I believe that. I believe that's how it rolls. But yeah, Paulina, I saw her in that Tom Selleck movie where he was the writer, and she was a nice, pretty good actress, you know.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it was, and I'm not a Tom Selleck fan by any means, but yeah, it was.
Zoomer. We have a Zoomer in the house. Welcome, Zoomer.
Zoomer. Josh Davis, you're a Zoomer with cool sunglasses.
I can't wait to meet your dog.
You know what? Holly Horn says Doris Day she passed away last year. She lived a long time, but Doris Day was like an animal rescue activist.
Oh yeah. She
big
was
time.
Really heavily
and
involved.
if somebody cares about our four-legged friends the way she does, she's right. You know, she's right. Good job, Doris.
Good.
I love this. So insensitive. So insensitive.
I wonder if Michael Jackson looked like he did in Thriller yet. Dig him up. We need answers.
That's so terrible. God damn it, Chanda.
It's funny.
In trouble. Oh, shit. Sorry, Michael. I didn't do it. Chanda did it.
I don't know. He probably had so much embalming fluid. He probably looks the same.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
He probably looks better.
Rest in peace, Michael. You thriller. You thriller. What do we have here? Now, I asked you who this girl was with the boobs there.
Okay.
I don't. The guy looks familiar. So what do we got?
I don't know who the chick is, but we're gonna go through a new series of 70 flashbacks. So every week we'll do a different flashback, and these are 2 of the top 10 cheesiest one-hit wonders of the 70s.
Are we gonna get punked?
Probably.
All right.
But we already got punked because.
All right.
Hey there, everyone. It's your host, Nostalgic Nick from Do You Remember? And today we're bringing you the top 10 1970s one-hit wonders. How did they come about? What were they about? And of course, where are they now? So dust off those bell-bottoms, throw on a halter top, some hoop earrings, and get ready for some good times. Here we go. Although Dancing in the Moonlight can certainly be described as a happy song, its origins aren't actually happy at all. In fact, the inspiration for this song is downright terrifying. Musician and writer Sherman Kelly and his girlfriend took a schooner from St. Thomas to St. Croix. They decided to camp out on the beach under the moonlight. There, they were brutally attacked by a local criminal gang, and his girlfriend Adrienne was raped and she feared that she might be killed. But all of a sudden, Sherman regained consciousness and made enough noise to scare the gang off, most likely saving both of their lives. Sherman suffered from broken ribs and a fractured face. The doctors didn't even think he would make it, but fortunately for the world, he did. Although he couldn't play in a band for a long time, he was still writing, and during his recovery, he wrote Dancing in the Moonlight. He wanted to write about a world that was pretty much the exact opposite of the night he experienced in the Caribbean. Dancing in the Moonlight is about a world where nobody barks and nobody bites. The feeling is warm and bright, nobody fusses and nobody fights. Sound familiar? The song went on to chart at number 13 on the Billboard charts, was covered by the Baha Men, and was hit all over again when it was covered by an English band, Top Loader. The song prominently features a Wurlitzer piano, which you might recognize from some other famous songs.
Love that one.
You're a Fine Girl was released in 1972 by The Looking Glass from their debut album, Looking Glass. It was written by Looking Glass lead guitarist Elliot Lurie. The song was originally released as a B-side to the single Don't It Make You Feel Good, but was then released as a single itself because it was more popular than the A-side. The song is about a barmaid at a busy seaport who falls in love with a sailor. But even though Brandy is a fine girl, they cannot be together because the sailor's first love is the sea. A pirate's life for him, I guess. The story is remarkably similar to that of a Mary Ellis, a famous New Jersey spinster who waited until she died for her love to return from the sea. But the writer, Elliot Lurie, claims it's just a remarkable coincidence, and it's actually loosely based on a girl he knew named Randy. The song went all the way up to number 1 on the US charts and was recently featured prominently in the blockbuster Marvel hit Guardians of the Galaxy series as the opening scene.
Kurt!
Well, Elliot is 71 years old now, but he is still performing, and he still has a great voice.
God, I'm getting old.
I gotta admit a few things. The very first song, I always thought that was Van Morrison.
Oh.
It always sounded like Van Morrison to me. I always just filed it in my head as Van Morrison. And the second song, I always thought that was Steely Dan. I always just filed it in my head as Steely Dan.
Oh, wow. You did. You thought it was Steely Dan? Huh. Well, I got to see a 45 record again, and I haven't seen one of those since I was knee-high to a grasshopper.
They're selling lots of records at Walmart. I was in there the other day. I was like, what the hell is up with
They're
the big
selling
record
records,
section?
vinyl?
Yes, vinyl, like the original, old covers and shit.
Ah, shit. Yeah, I've got a bunch of vinyl out here that I don't know. I was going to make jewelry out of them or something.
Yeah, we're still packing my dad's vinyl collection around.
Yeah, I don't know why I do that. It's nostalgia. I can look at them and say,
right. Yeah.
Remember when? Is it movie time?
It is movie time. So we've got another in our dystopian nightmare of a cartoon. And then I think next week we'll finish it up with the 2-part finale, which is pretty creepy. But this one's got like 20 different ones to the series. So I wanted to kind of build it a little bit so you guys understood,
Yeah, this is the creepy one, right?
Ottodale. This is Ottodale.
This is the creepy one. Now, nobody's going to get bashed in the head and thrown into a pit tonight, are they?
I can make no guarantees.
Oh, my God. Here we go. Put on your seatbelts, everybody. This is creepy.
Imagination. So powerful. Your children are full of it. Always having their minds drift off into the wondrous and magical expanse of their creativity. Often visualizing brilliant and terrible things. Impossible things. It's a dangerous thing, imagination. But an amazing thing.
God, that weirds me out.
Such imaginative and wondrous things. Toys shape and influence your child as they grow. Mean toys may make them bullies. Soft toys may make them queer. Have your child grow up with the correct influences. Have your child grow up pretty. With the new 9-inch handyman doll. This action figure, as the boys may like to call it, comes in hardy blue and delicate pink. A handyman and a handy maiden for your little boys and your little girls. Your doll comes complete with a friendly action feature. Electronic lights and 5 memorable phrases. Phrases that will help inspire confidence in your child and help steer your young one in the correct direction. Toys. Such imaginative and wondrous things.
Hello, child. Don't worry, you're safe here in Autodale.
You're safe here in Autodale.
Oh, God.
Toys. Such imaginative and wondrous things.
Imagination. So powerful. Your children are full of it. They're often visualizing brilliant and terrible things.
That belongs on an episode of the Black Mirror.
Creepy. It does. I mean, that child recognized in that moment that she had to conform. Yeah, she had to pretend that everything was the way they tell her it is.
You know, I don't know if some of the folks in chat might not get this, but what it gives to me is that we're already there.
Yeah,
we've got a creepy society as well as everything else, and I'm glad that we can see this kind of stuff to do that reflection. So,
yeah. Well, wait till next week when I really bring what Autodale is about and what they're doing with these people. This is a crazy series.
What is it like? What we're doing, getting done to us?
It's very Matrixy.
Yeah. What's this?
This is Who Killed the Vibe. This is Brent Pella, and this is our last one for the night, and then we'll have closing. And this is hilarious. Don't kill the vibe, man.
Don't kill the vibe, man. I love who the hell's that? That's me up there.
That's me. I don't know.
Jesus, they look too perky for me. I like the Oz sitting on the toilet with
That's
the
why I like it.
with the bottle of wine underneath.
And Chris Foster, you are freaking hilarious.
What do you say now?
Oh my God, he said something hilarious.
Oh,
Oh,
my-
the Seattle schlong. Was that the Seattle schlong in the background?
Yeah. I see Kristen Cinema's head still bouncing around too, right?
Oh yeah, I'll clean her out of the deck here. And I don't know, a
Just
couple
leave her
days.
in there. I just want to watch her head bounce around. So
She's an Easter egg.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Tell us why you did it.
Yeah, dude, tell us why, dude.
I didn't do anything, dude. Why did you kill the vibe, bro?
Yeah, dude, we know it was you.
I didn't kill the vibe, dude. Dang.
Look at you, dude. You're killing our vibe right now by not telling us you killed the vibe at the f***ing Ranger, dude.
I didn't kill the vibe, dude. I was straight vibing on the high vibe, dude. We have 3 vibe witnesses with sworn testimony saying they saw you straight up murder the vibe, dude. No way, dude. This guy killed the vibe. Dude, I don't kill vibes, dude.
You didn't kill the
No
vibe?
way, dude. Yeah, he did, dude. Ask him who changed the music.
Dude, that was you?
I just thought people could vibe with some throwback vibes, dude.
Dude, nobody vibes to Limp Bizkit no matter the mood, dude.
I didn't kill the vibe, dude. I was a good ass vibe, dude. This fool's a homicidal homo-vibe maniac,
Yeah, dude, that's a vibe murder in the first degree.
No way, dude. I keep the vibes high, dude. What if he killed the vibe, dude? This fool straight up murks the vibe,
You
dude.
kill the vibes, dude?
He kills vibes at ragers, parties,
I did not.
freaking kickbacks, dude. Freaking day ragers. Confess your sins, dude.
Dude.
Confess your dirty
Confess
sins,
your
dude.
sins.
Dude, I don't f***ing kill vibes, dude.
Yeah,
Nah.
dude. Remember how he kept trying to explain the stock market to everybody,
Oh,
dude?
that
was so weird, dude. At a party,
Yeah,
dude.
I care about people's futures. I want them to learn about stocks.
Dude, no one wants financial advice from someone who works at freaking Pizza Hut,
I
dude.
never kill a vibe. I've never killed a vibe in my life.
You know you killed the vibe. You're a freaking vibe murderer,
You
dude.
annihilated
the vibe, dude. You freaking violated it, dude.
I'm on my lawyer, dude.
There's no lawyers in this video, dude. You're going down, dude.
Yeah, just stop it. It's hurting my feelings,
Just
dude.
admit you drowned the vibe in the river, dude. Just admit it. It's dead now. You murdered it with your bare hands, you sick fuck, dude. You have to live with your actions, dude. How do you live with yourself,
Why did you have to
murder the vibe? Everybody was vibing, dude. They're gonna make a Netflix true crime documentary about how you killed the vibe, dude. You ruined all the ragers with your weird vibe, dude.
What? I killed the vibe, dude. And by the time I realized that the vibe was gone, it was too late. So what happens next?
Did you get all that? All right, dude, it's been 17 years. You're free to go. But the judge said you can't kill any more vibes or you'll be executed in the town square.
Yeah, that's fair.
You guys want to get a sandwich? I'm down for a sandwich, dude. Sandwich. Sandwich.
Yeah, dude, I could kill a sandwich right now. But I would never kill a vibe witch.
Hell yeah, dude.
Let's go! Prison change me, let's go!
Let's go! Sandwich, 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 sandwich.
Don't kill the vibe.
You are so weird.
That's Brent Pella. I love Brent Pella. Check out his YouTube channel. Just trying to support these independent media because there's comedians, there's musicians, there's
Hell yes.
commentary like us. So
Yeah, don't kill our
think it's
vibe,
funny.
man.
Don't kill our vibe,
Don't
man.
kill
Don't
our
kill the vibe.
vibe. Oh my God. Oh, this is great. You want to announce
Yeah.
this, right?
This is coming up on the 25th online event. It's Sarah Nelson and Shama Sawant building a fighting union movement online event. So just, go look for it on Facebook. I think it's under the Defend Shama Sawant.
Yeah, do that. And you got two great ladies there. Sarah
Oh, hell
Nelson,
yeah.
she's the president of the Flight Attendants
She's
Union.
amazing.
She is amazing, and so is Shama Sawant. And what do we have here? Oh, yes.
Yay! So tomorrow I'm heading out, and then Monday morning I'm a couple hours away, so I'm gonna make it closer over to the airport, go hang out with Amber, and then we're gonna take off Monday. So we will be in DC, and then as soon as we land, we got to drive from Baltimore down, and hopefully we will be live for the Monday Night Dive with Oz from DC.
Live on the Monday Night Dive with Oz from DC.
And then Wednesday, we are going to have so much fun that day. We're going to try to go live as much as we can from the rallies, from the protests. So I think you'll probably have some stuff coming into the studio, but if you follow our independent social media feeds like Twitter or Facebook, I'm sure we'll do a lot of live stuff there.
And you'll probably be popping up on Convo and some of the other shows, maybe.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, just get
you know
in there.
Me, I'll stick my face in anybody's frame. Like, hey, hi.
Yeah, just do one of what did they used to do? Photobomb? Is that what you do? You jump in behind somebody?
Yeah,
and
you
do
just
some
photobomb somebody.
Photobomb. Just do a bunch of photobomb, and now you're going to go out there and vet all of our sisters and brothers to make sure they're walking the line, right?
I think most of the good independent media is walking the line that's going.
Or they wouldn't be there, Oz.
Exactly.
So yeah, don't even.
I see it. So we're super excited. Shamrocks for Assange. Get out there and fight for truth and freedom of speech and freedom of press, and
Fuck
that's
censorship.
what we're doing. Fuck
censorship.
censorship.
Fuck censorship. So
say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, I
Fuck
can't. I
censorship.
can't even say my name 3 times fast.
Obviously, I
You
can't.
updated the sheet here, man.
No, I need to update it again. You guys have been amazing this week with supporting us and supporting our journey across the country to go be with our brothers and sisters. Thank you so much. And we have so many more names to add to this. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, we need to get on that. We need, I think AREM needs to be on there. I don't see AREM on there. I see AREM
There's
over there.
so many that need
Yeah.
added. You guys have been so great this last week helping us get
we,
ready.
we sincerely appreciate it. And I am not going to mess that up, but I will keep on it until we get it done. We want to thank everybody for supporting us over on Rockfin.
Yes, our rockers. You guys rock over on the Rockfin.
You are awesome. Well, I think that about wraps it up for tonight. What, other than the announcement that you guys are heading out and Oz has got to keep his shit straight while you're gone.
I know. It'll be okay. I'll check in a lot.
I'm going to miss you.
I'm going to be building the shows from my phone. So the only thing I'm going to have a problem doing is dropping the live video links. So I might be sending them to you like, hey, go put this on the deck for me.
Okay. I can do that. I
Okay.
can do that. Yeah, no problem. So I will be working. So I'm going to take tomorrow off and do some paperwork. But Steve Cutler and want to talk to Mrs. Carter and Stevie about co-hosting.
You guys, thank you so much for stepping up and helping Oz get through the week without us. We need some co-hosts coming in.
Yep. I think Snorky's out there. He volunteered to come in to show.
Nice.
Yeah.
We haven't done a show with Snork in a long time. I'm
I
going to
got
miss
Snorky.
it.
Anybody else that wants to get their face on and their voice on while the ladies are in DC, let me know and we'll get you in, if not for a few minutes, for a full show, or just come in. And we're going to be on the fly, so there's no guaranteed time, but
Just look for our live notifications.
Yeah, send me contact through roarmedialive@gmail.com and I will put you in the stack. So I will try my best to reach out. But I need 7 heads and 12 brains and 15 arms because we're doing everything. So what are we going out with tonight?
I'm going to sleep for a week when I get home.
Yes, you
I
are.
love this song. It's a cover of Muse Uprising by Shield Brothers, but the lyrics of this are just amazing. I've always loved this song.
Fantastic. Voxo Vix dropped a Super Ray over there on the Rock Fan.
Thank you, Voxo Vix.
Good luck on your trip, Chanda.
Aw, thanks.
Yeah, be
Chris
safe.
Foster, you've been giving them hell all night. You've been funnier. I mean, you guys crack me up. The chat, you're so funny, Chris.
Yeah. You make us happy. So Monotalk is in the house over there too. I didn't catch you earlier, Monotalk. So Lightning Rod and Going South and Snorky's there.
I like that former Vice President Biden.
I do too. And of course, Pat the Batman fan and Kelly Lane. And let me see who else. We got Oz Whistles.
Hey, Cal.
Hey, Cal. And the Jude Raza.
Raza. I'm glad to see you, Raza. I hope you're doing well.
Yeah. Did we get everybody shouted out over the? Yeah, I think so. Going south.
Arab.
Arab, yeah. And we got all of our friends over.
Anthony.
Yeah. Okay. And need lower resolution on Twitch. Need lower. I don't. Is that something we need to do? Long Dong Duck. So.
Yeah, where did that come from? Because remember we had the resolution problem with Twitch, and then I had to change the setting on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I am not a Twitch person. Shanda.
Did we have people actually watching on Twitch?
Yeah, I guess Amber got a Twitch alert, so that was good. Now that we don't have Twitter anything anymore.
Okay, because she's following us.
Yeah.
Okay, over on Twitch.
Yeah.
Hey, Amber.
Yeah, and be safe to Chanda and Oz the fave. Yeah, I'm gonna be home holding down the fort. So anyway, say goodbye, say good night. Thank you, everybody.
Good night. See you Monday.
Bye, guys.
Will resume. They try to push drugs to keep us all dumbed down and hope that we will never see the truth around. Another promise, another seed, another package that to keep us trapped in greed, and all the green belts wrapped around our minds, and endless red tape to keep the truth confined. Take its toll. If you could flick a switch and open your third eye, you'd see that we should never be afraid to die.